little bit. So yeah, we do have.
We got Patrick and Colin coming.
We do have Dad and actual Dad on camera.
We don't know what side they're going to sit.
No, I'm just going to delete it and just not even try. So I was talking to. They'll both be 1-0.
Okay.
Because they both won, I believe.
Did they? Awesome.
So Patrick played against Byrne.
So that would mean that Brendan lost.
Yeah, Brendan did lose. And Colin played against Matthias.
So Soldiers lost.
Yes. Which is not terrible, I suppose. Not exactly unexpected. Soldiers can be really, really good, but if it doesn't get the correct draws, it's just not going to get anywhere. So that's all fine. Yeah, Kyle just asking how Brendan did.
Yes, yeah.
No, he did not do well. Unfortunately for Brendan.
He came second.
Yeah, he came second in match 1.
That's okay.
And I spoke to Jamie, had a chat with him about Sweet Rogue Tech, because he was testing Zero Wastelands online.
Yeah, Zero Wastelands, yeah.
Which is interesting. I don't agree with it. And he's come to the same conclusion that generally it's so complementary to the game plan, you kind of need it at that point. So
it looks like we've got Colin on the right here.
Did we answer the Iconic Masters taking away from Ixalan and Fire? Question from Luke.
No, we didn't. To be honest, I was more excited about Iconic Masters than Ixalan because I don't play a Hillback standard. But as I said, Ixalan looks really sweet and is making me think about getting into some standard for a few games.
I'm getting more and more towards Naya Dinosaurs because I think, as everybody knows, I like fair creatures. I do like playing my creature-based fair decks.
I like that, yeah.
Ponza, whilst not the fairest of decks, is
pretty hateful.
It's not. It's a hateful fair deck. It is a fair deck in the fact that all it wants to do is, once it's done a couple of things, it sits there and goes, I just want to cast Stormbreath Dragon and Inferno Titan. Yeah. I want to cast fair creatures. That's my kind of magic. And these are dinosaurs. The only reason I'm slightly more hyped for Iconic Masters is Foil Oriok Champions!
That aren't impossible to find.
I saw that spoiler and literally jumped out of my chair.
George has a foil Black White Tokens deck in Modern, and he's been trying to find...
The last 5 cards were impossible, so I gave up on having everything in just normal frames and finally gave it to Expedition Fetid Heaths. And then I saw... I wasn't against, but... I was like, Oreo Champions is still going to be impossible. Saw the spoiler and was just like... So someone posted, it was like in the Northern Legacy Players Facebook group. They're like, what cards got you most excited for? And people were like, Mana Drain for my Commander deck or something. And I was like, Foil Oriok Champions.
Yes. So I pick up my Judge 4 Mana Drain in GP Birmingham and then Iconic Masters. Oh, god damn it.
I'm so glad I sold my Judge one.
It's done.
So yeah. So we got Patrick, who is on D&T definitely. Mainly because I saw him talking about D&T versus Spain, and he had D&T creatures. That is a double Rishardan Port Vial hand, and a Swords to Plowshares is in there. That's not keepable.
That's going.
If you also know what Colin is on, it's definitely not keepable. We should start the timer. Now,
I do want to get rid of those first 2 zeros.
I don't think you can.
No, that's annoying. I mean, you could put the output form and get rid of $H:: That would do it as well. Yeah, get rid of that.
Wait, hang on. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it there.
Because then it fits better.
Yeah, it makes much more sense.
You're right. Legacy at Work is awesome.
Legacy is fantastic. Yeah, so in the States, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, like, just after lunch, some Legacy live commentated by English people who altogether definitely have a better accent.
We do.
Also, it makes it sound like it's slightly villainous.
No, there's no villainy.
Because we're English and we always have to play the bad guy.
We're nice.
I am the bad guy.
We're friendly.
That's fine with me.
You're friendly too.
I'm friendly, but I'm the friendly bad guy. So both of them taking a mulligan.
Okay.
Here. I mean, you're playing Reanimator. It's a mulligan heavy deck. Good old modest Colin. So that is... There's definitely a Delta. Is that a Delta? That's a Thoughtseize. Swamp, Petal. He's got a good hand. That's a pretty solid hand. Patrick, however, has
Brimaz, Thalia.
Cavern, Double Plains, Stoneforge, Thalia, Brimaz.
Probably going to be a bit slow.
But is it...
What's he
the
going to do?
Thalia
That
is...
goes to 5?
The question is who won the die roll. If Pat won the die roll, then Thalia is amazing.
Yeah, go for it.
Colin is going to 5.
Okay. Yeah, keep
Pat has kept,
go for it.
Like, it's a fine hand to keep. In a blind match, you'd be okay with that 6. Knowing you're against Reanimator, you're kind of leaning on Thalia here. You're not leaning on, you know, your Stoneforge Mystic to get there, because nothing is going to contest Grizzle Brizzle. That is 2 Deltas, Iona, a Bloodstained Mire, and a Force of Will. Iona, traditionally good against monocolour decks.
It's not going well, Colin.
Going to 4. This is totally going to be like...
See, this is the point with it being a casual event. I would just say, just have 6. Let's have a game.
Nah. Because you know for a fact, Colin's going to draw that 4, and it's going to be like...
Discard spell.
Swamp.
Monster.
Swamp, Petal, Thoughtseize, Grizzle Brat, or Iona, and then he's going to draw Animate Dead or Reanimate, and just be like... Grr.
Yeah, so I like these kind of events for, learning against the deck.
So,
you just don't get a sensitive game here.
Pat did put that to the bottom. I think Colin actually has a really good hand. Yeah, he's got Faithless Looting.
You also got Collective Brutality in there?
I think so, yeah. Have you ever met Dad? He'd never let you get away with that. Yeah.
With what?
With Pat letting you go to 6. He's not letting you do that.
I would do that.
So yeah,
maybe it's just why I don't win very much.
Maybe it's because I keep letting my opponents keep going to 6. In which case, I'm just going to keep mulligan against you until I get a really, really good hand and then just murder you on turn 2. Yeah. I was waiting to see if Colin shocked himself.
He would not do that.
I'm like so much more than any time someone fetches. I'm like
17.
I did this so much in standard that my basics entered tapped. Because I got so used to fetching a tap shock land in someone's end step. The moment I do it in someone's end step, I'm like...
Okay, so we've got some Faithless Looting going on.
So he drew Reanimate, I think, and that's not bumping the night, but it looks like it.
There's Petal in there.
Yeah. He's not... He's going to put the Iona in the graveyard. Obviously. Oh no, it's Chancellor of the Annex and Iona? Maybe?
Was it definitely Ione?
I think it might. I swear it's a white card. There's already a white card in there. No, okay, I was wrong.
Oh, Brutality. Okay.
Cool. Caracas. Would have been great if he put a legendary creature in the graveyard. Surprisingly on human.
Yeah.
Surprising everybody here. Good old Thalia.
Yeah.
Fantastic card.
Yeah, brilliant.
I loved it in standard, despite the amount of times it stopped me casting my 3-mana Planeswalkers.
Yeah, I just got into that when it was... Well, it was Innistrad.
Now it's going to feel really bad for Colin that he didn't play Petal last turn.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
I hate that feeling when you play in Storm and you hold it for...
So apparently, Crawley Beast to Zed,
Colin doesn't play Iona.
At least not in the
yeah, I know he plays it in the sideboard. Or I knew he had it in Game 2 when I played Prison last month. Or the month before. Playing my fully legal modern deck. 0 legacy cards. I'm going to play an enchantment deck in Legacy without Serra Sanctum.
Why would you do that?
I went 3-1, it was fine.
Good grief.
So, Colin paid a mana to play Lotus Petal.
Yeah.
Cool. He was just generating a storm count.
Yeah.
So, Colin's going to take a little bit of damage here, right? Because that's Reanimate. So, how much is the mana cost on Chancellor? It's 7.
7, I believe.
So he's at... That's Reanimate, right? So he takes 7.
Yeah. I'll turn this off under instruction.
No, I'm going to get mine now because I didn't. I'm a naughty boy.
He hasn't updated his dice.
No, I'm pretty sure... So Reanimate, you do take damage, don't you?
Yeah, equal to the card's convert mana cost.
Yeah, it's just a Chancellor. I'm not going to be able to spell Chancellor, am I? Oh, I did. Legitimately did spell Chancellor correctly. 7 mana.
Yeah, so he's at 12.
That is a lovely one. I'm guessing we're going to get...
yeah, just check the...
So, yeah, played him enough at work. Dredge versus Reanimator is interesting. Yeah, you lose life equal to convert Manifest. So, yeah, he lost 7, he's at 12.
Just want to make sure we get it right.
Yeah, may as well. So, I mean, Chancellor is not a terrible sized flyer. It is a 5/6.
Yeah.
It's not bad. So, I'm guessing we are just going to get a JIT. But
that's what he seems to be looking at.
It's not the greatest feeling. Why is Pat tap 3 lands?
Well, the first spell of his turn.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, no, it's whenever an opponent casts a spell, counter it unless they pay 1.
His Stoneforge cost him 3.
That took a moment. Oh man, I used to play the red one in standard. I didn't know how to build decks when I did that. So I was playing Goblin deck.
I was nowhere near playing that. I hadn't even heard of the game when that was.
No Phyrexia, everyone loves it.
My friend Tony got me into it.
Good old Tony.
Over a few games at lunch, he gave me a cheap red deck, which has cost me a fortune.
I got a free deck that cost me an absolute fortune. Like 2 or 3 foil decks later.
But it's a great game.
Who doesn't love it? That's why we're all here with the lovely viewers.
And we do have a lovely store.
We do. Now.
Very kind to us.
So, I'm going to guess here that Colin really wants to cast Collective Brutality, but he can't. So, Pat taking pay 1. Yeah. Next turn he's got Brutality for Stoneforge. Sadly, too late to stop the free GT and equip. I do... because he's equip. I really do hate Stoneforge Mystic.
Why?
He can cast it with Cavern. Not Stoneforge, because it's not a human. It's a core Artificer. So the Cavern naming human would prevent the
it wouldn't be countered.
trigger. It won't result.
Well,
it will go to counter it.
You could ignore it, and then it can't be countered.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't do anything. So, but the Stoneforge does not qualify for those types. Yeah. So, neither does the other 2 spells. Neither do any of the spells in his hand, because he's holding Brimaz Flicker Wisp. Yeah. Put this here. This is going to be a race that Colin's actually going to be really hard for us to win.
No, I think he's going to lose.
Yeah, because, I mean, minimum pack just gains 4 life and takes 5. Like, it's going to be... I need to go correct that life total. Because Colin thinks he's at 17.
Yeah. Let's see if we can see what Colin got. That's another Collective Brutality, is it? And the Thoughtseize. Not very useful.
Yeah, that's fine. They just totally forgot what Reanimate did. They thought just put the creature into play.
Got half of it.
Pat missed it as well.
Seems strong for 1 black.
Yeah, 1 black mana, put target creature into play.
Dude into play. Seems legit. Anyway,
yeah, no, he got very happy and he was berating Colin for not knowing what his cards did. But didn't spot it himself. So...
Both of their responsibility.
Yeah. So, yeah, now there's a little bit of a moment where you're like, oh, hang on.
Don't make... He's not angry. He missed it. He did miss it. George went to check.
Both missed it.
Misconfirmed.
Now, the problem here is that the Brutality can't kill Farley.
No, it can't. Because he can just activate the Jitter in response to make it bigger.
So, he's going to target it to force it. He should escalate 1 here and drain. Although, actually, that Thoughtseize would have been better played by casting it, I think. Oh, so he's asking to see the hand. Maybe? Really hard to tell when you can't hear.
Yeah.
And it's not Moda where you're choosing. Pointing. Yeah, it's like the 3 modes. It's just like this one and this one. I don't know what order they're in. I do, actually, but that's fine. It does cost 3. He cracked the Lotus Petal. Which cost him 1. So, yeah. I misplayed GT in Cube the other day. Your Cube.
Did you?
I pumped a creature it wasn't equipped to. I entirely forgot that JIT does actually have the minor downside of only pumping the creature it's equipped to.
Yeah, we'll have to do that again sometime. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, so good. That was a great session.
Not a bad way to spend 4 or 5 hours on a Sunday.
You haven't lived too long at the pub.
Oh, I'd be terrified though.
You can't double sleep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
We did it with Lawrence's Powered Cube.
Wow.
We spun Boron's Black Lotus. Didn't touch it. Literally, like, oh no. Airtight, sort of like laminate.
Okay, so it does it like.
So yeah,
Thalia's
he's been
getting
targeting Thalia. So Thalia is currently a 4/3 and will soon have
like he's
-2/-2.
And he is draining.
Yeah, and he drained. I mean, the thing is that you're playing against Death and Taxes. Like, how many instants and sorceries do you play? It's 4 swords and. That's about it, isn't it? Oh, that is it.
That is it.
So.
Yeah. It's dudes and things to put on dudes.
Yeah, dudes and
things to cheat them into play.
It's things that dudes wear and dudes to wear the things that they wear.
Okay, so we're.
Oh, with Dad taking so long, we aren't going to get the chance to rip him for missing reanimate in post-match.
Oh, we'll have time.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Don't.
If I have to force the round to go to 40 minutes just because I want to rip on Patrick for missing a reanimate, that's fine. I am okay to do that. However, I do believe Patrick is going to win this match 1-0. Or will be up 1-0, sorry.
What he's going to do? Play Flicker Wisp or Brimaz?
You just play Brimaz.
Yeah.
Put the pressure on. Like, what Flicker Wisp does is very little.
Yeah, I'd go with the Brimaz.
Well, I mean, actually,
just
with that attack, that could be Flicker Wisp, Flicker my Stoneforge Mystic. Not that it's needed. But...
No, I think I'd go with the Brimaz.
Although, to be fair, that is only 3 damage. Pat, is that on a 3? Has he missed it? No, he didn't miss it. Damn. So if he plays Flicker Wisp, the correct play is to do the Stoneforge Mystic. And here's where we counter Brimaz by game rule. Or neither player notice. Oh no, he's paid for. Good. That's fine. It's getting pretty worried. It's like, oh. What was the question? Was it if both players miss it? No. Okay.
No, I'm not doing the judge stuff. I enjoy playing too much.
Yeah. No, don't do the judge stuff. Just ask the questions that you would ask in that situation. Trust me, 2 judges doing commentary is a really bad idea. There we go. That's 1-0 to Pat. I mean, as we kind of expected once Colin's reanimate target was Chancellor of the Annex and he didn't draw anything else.
Disappointing
on a multiplier, I mean, he put pressure on.
Yeah.
Not bad. I mean, it was actually pretty well done of him to do so. So I just have that horrible feeling, you know, when reanimate goes below 6 cards, it's a bit like it's an uphill battle at that point.
Yeah, we need that Gristlebrand to keep that fuel going.
Yeah, you need the Gristlebrand or something to lock them out. The problem is that Pat drew Karakos really early, and everything that's locking him out is a legend. I mean, what? The only creature I can think of that... No, it's still a legend. That's the issue. Like,
I think Blazing Archon would be good for him.
Archon will be insane. Up until the moment where Pat just Flicker Wisps it and murders you. It's the whole like, oh, I have a big enough board to kill you, but I can't attack. Oh, Blazing Archon's not on the field.
Now you are just toast.
It's the same thing when I played Lantern. You fall behind and you play the bridge, and they're like building up, and then they just
Find
go
the answer.
Kill it, and you're like, oh, you had it in hand. You drew it like 2 turns ago, and I didn't have a Lantern anymore. Great, that's real fun. Thank you. So, sideboarding here, Iona is definitely going to be coming in. Just thinking for Patrick, what kind of sideboard we do have.
So he's got.
He's bringing a lot of cards. So I saw Pithing Needle, Ferrum Macabre, and Enlightened Tutor, and a couple of other things that I didn't identify quick enough.
Because he's got Containment Priest.
Yeah, Priest is also very good. I think he's looking at boarding out. I think he just boarded out Mirren Crusader. Oh, and Canonist. It's a pretty heavy sideboard. Boarding out Mirren Crusader is fair enough. I was about to say it's really bad against black, but then he's got a lot of white targets as well. So he's boarding out Sword of Fire and Ice, Recruiter of the Guards, Brimaz is
that Prelate?
Mirren Crusaders, and I don't think he boarded out
Prelate.
Prelate.
To have in there.
And
so
Tutors, Canonist, Rip. Yeah, okay. I missed the Rip. Rip is obviously brutally good. When I play Prison, have 1 main deck, draw it in my opening hand against Colin, turn 2 it, and he just sat there like, oh.
Cheers.
Oh, I don't actually have any way of main deck dealing with this. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. We play for 2 more turns.
Go on, reset your dice, guys.
Yeah, they will, maybe. Generally, life dice get reset when someone takes damage and they realise they're
I'm not 9.
Hey,
thank you, Patrick.
It's the commander thing of I'll gain 27 life, or I've had that happen. You know, when you used to use dice as your life total before everyone just started using pads.
Mm.
God, I remember everyone being like, "Oh, I'm using this dice." So okay, I'm using a notepad. I'm going to write mine down.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you're playing at a more competitive level, then you should go with the pad and pen. Makes it a lot easier to figure out how you've got on where you are.
Yeah. Plus, it's a good record of how your day's gone.
Yeah, I like to mark down whether I've mulliganed, who's won the play.
I do that. I mark down scries.
I get to. I did start doing that, but I never really found it to be that interesting.
Well, I have a statistic on my spreadsheet which tells me how often I win on a multi 6 if I scry up or down.
About this spreadsheet,
but I'll point out,
and it horrifies me.
Scrying up and down makes no difference to your keep. So I know these statistics that if I scry to the bottom, I win like 72% of the time or something, and it's like.
So you'd think that scry to the top you'd be more likely to win because you found a card you want to keep.
Or the way I look at it is generally what I do is keep terrible land hands and like with 1 land. What it means is I've put a non-land to the bottom. My scries basically say put land on the bottom. You watching just to give little Pete some battery later on.
Oh god. So anyway, so we have a really friendly, supportive community around here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to point out Skyward Fire Games, another store in Norfolk, being really supportive of some of their plays. It's good to have you guys along, though. It's good to see everyone. Good to see the American friends of ours. Seeing as I did post on the MTG Legacy subreddit, which is super useful and a great place, and was really friendly.
I think most legacy communities are really friendly. That's the experience that I've had playing.
Well, my problem is the Magic Reddit, the normal Magic subreddit. When we had the Invitational last year, I posted about it and it got downvoted to oblivion like instantly. And I was like, that's ridiculous. I don't know. And then I posted there and I was like, instant upvotes. That the guy from Geek Fortress, commentator from there, is going to either tune in or watch the VOD later. Sweet. Which is really good. If you're watching now, hi. If not, still hi, but I can't respond to
Feedback would be awesome.
Yeah. If you've got anything, the post is on the MTG subreddit or MTG Legacy subreddit. But also, you can find me on Twitter at the Phailhaus, Phailhaus. Follow me, like my tweets, send me presents. I'm not self-promoting at all.
Enjoy the John Cena stream.
There is so much John Cena. If you ever want to know how I've done in a Magic tournament, find the first tweet and then look if John Cena's happy or sad.
Yes, if he's sad, right.
Patrick's got a good hand there. I'll tell you that right now. Colin, Ritual, Animate Dead. I don't see a fatty. He's got lands, definitely. He's got 2 Animate Deads because they're both white borders.
Yeah.
That's a Delta.
It's going back anyway.
Pat, however, has kept Plains, Mother of Runes, Aethersworn Canonist, Phyrexian Revoker. So Patrick encounters a wild magic booster. He uses, you should always draft them. It's super effective. Yeah. He likes to do that. I just like to crack mine and see what terrible rare I've opened. I don't think I can open good rares.
Patrick's got one of his presents from Phil. It's Aethersworn Canonist he got given from his birthday, which is nice.
Super cool. Super shiny card.
They are beautiful.
As a foil, as 2 people who very much like foil things.
One or two, yeah.
Just a couple.
You like to crack them just...
Yeah.
Why is everyone being so brutal to Patrick?
I like the fact that...
It's outrageous.
Oh, I thought you corrected the spelling of this too. I was like, you spelt it right. But it's, I like to crack them. Oh. No, I like to crack them. He sweats embryos if you crack them in his ear. That's an impressive...
Seems unlikely, but
I mean, if he does that, he should really go and consult a physician.
He's got Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Yes, fantastic. He just goes around. Pay 7, draw 1.
Fantastic.
I always find that's a pretty bad efficiency rating.
Yeah. Seems suboptimal.
I mean, this is... Is he going to... Yeah? Okay,
so we're 18.
That's fine. Cool. I was waiting for it to be 1 and Phailhaus looting. I'd be like, okay. But is he going to shock?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not going to shock.
I thought from him he's about to fetch a Chancellor of the Annex, and I was like, do
That's
I have to go explain Bloodstone Maya?
No.
Chancellor of the Annex. Creature, Angel, Swamp.
Yeah, that sounds right, isn't it?
Pretty sure that's the actual Oracle wording on it.
We're all good. We've got a Bayou and a Badlands in play.
John! All the way! Oh man. Jund, how bad that deck can be. Yeah, total Adonis. Describing Patrick as an Adonis. Sounds fair. I've just realised that if he finds a fatty here, he's reanimating it. Because he's got Dark Ritual in hand. Mm-hmm. She's super good. There's a chance with the Annex.
I mean, it didn't work last game, but...
against Patrick's hands this time...
It'd be a lot better.
It'd be insane, because the only card he'd be able to actually play is another Mother of Runes.
So what is that blue card that
Force
looks to hit the bin? Okay.
So yeah, there's a reanimate. Okay, so just have the reanimate. Cool. Yeah! The pause. Awesome. Point at the dice. There's a fairy macabre off the top. Oh. Fairy macabre off the top, boys. Just too late. Oh, that's a feel bad. That's a bummer.
Double mum.
Pay the one.
There we go.
He's just waiting for Colin, yeah. Right.
Come on, Colin. You got this.
So, I think that's another Chancellor. If he has a way to put that into play, that would be amazing. Awesome. I don't think he does, unfortunately. I'm just going to ignore that. Oh. Kappa Pride's in the chat. Oh, Port off the top. And it does let him put a couple things into play. Or put one thing into play.
Mum's coming in and she's angry.
Only one of them, though.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the Mother of Runes. She does have like an awful lot of children at that point then. I mean, like Runescarred Demon.
Yes, many runes.
Does Patrick have Sarah Avenger? I don't believe he does. Do you know? Yeah, pay one. Aether's one cannon. It's looking good. Can you flashback looting, then use the ritual animate dead to get it? If you flashback looting, he has to tap out there. So if he ritualed first... Yeah, he could.
So he could ritual first.
Well, now he can't because there's a canonist in play. So, but yeah, last time if he'd ritualed, he would have had 5 mana available, which is exactly the correct amount. So, but to be fair, this does look good enough to win. I mean, it does mean that Patrick wouldn't have been able to cast any spells in his deck on 2 lands. That would have been pretty good. And 2 5/5s into the game is a lot faster than a 5/5. So, yeah, we could be heading to game 3.
This looks like Colin is going to be winning this.
So, yeah, I mean, the problem being that Flicker Wisp would be great because it would just block it forever with Mother of Runes. Yeah. However, I think at this point we are just straight racing.
It's not a race we're going to win.
Yeah, I mean, Colin's at 6. Revoker is lethal. So Pat has actually technically won this game, or Labyrinth is also lethal. So Pat can win this game here, as long as Colin doesn't draw another creature to reanimate somehow. He'd need to obviously do it by cheating, because of Canonist, but I'm trying to think how else he can do it, because he can't do it by just leaving his guy back. That's just an animate dead. No other creatures in the yard.
Oh, Colin.
That's really unfortunate. But I mean, the only way he could have done it is the Dark Ritual to flashback the Faithless Looting. So he does have the Macabre now, yeah. So
I mean, he can block, right?
Well, apart from Mother of Runes.
Well, she needs to attack to make it lethal.
True, but if Colin's blocking, then it doesn't change. It doesn't mean it. It just means he just gives the 2/2 and the 3/1 pro white swings for 5, puts Colin at 1, and says, "Okay then." So he's going to animate dead. Oh no, it's Tidespell Tyrant. Very recover. So didn't realise that was Tidespell Tyrant. That would have been brutal. So
Takes the looting as well.
Yeah, and just exiles the looting. It doesn't change anything, but you exile the looting, yeah. He can't cast any more spells this turn, so... And if he breaks the... And to be fair, if he broke the Delta, he would have died no matter what on the swing back. So that's pretty much called 2-0 to Patrick. Unfortunately, as Colin didn't see the... didn't manage to see the Dark Ritual play. So yeah, no block. No attack even. I was about to say, oh yeah, Swords to Plowshares, and he just wins the game, right? No. Because Colin will be at 11. So yeah, give my guy Pro White. Give my guy Pro White. Oh no, just 3.
Just swinging in with the Spirit.
Interesting. Find that... I mean, it doesn't change anything.
Ah, so apparently that is a Entomb, not a Dark Ritual.
Is
in his hand. Yeah,
oh no, the Dark Ritual was in his 7 and he mulliganed, didn't he? I've been talking like he had Dark Ritual the whole game and he mulliganed.
It's okay.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have been the same 7 cards.
Well, they might have been.
I mean, it could be two in the same hand minus the Dark
Minus
Ritual.
one of the cards.
Statistically possible. But yeah, I mean, unless Colin can, I don't know, Miracle of Bonfire of the Damned here. In which case Patrick still kills him, but you know. How unfortunate. Just playing a card, are we? Yeah, we didn't really get to see Reanimator do crazy Reanimator things.
No.
We reanimated Chancellor with the Annex twice.
Yep.
And
that happened.
Unfortunately, that's not good enough.
No.
Yeah, Pat's just going to pass the turn here as well.
It's going to entomb something.
Yeah.
Another Chancellor of the Annex.
Blazing Archon is probably a slightly better choice. Maybe. I'm trying to think what else you can get that's kind of insane as a Reanimator target.
I think if he's
Krovax, a Cursed Hero would be really good.
What have you got, Colin? What have you got for us?
It's not Archon. No,
it doesn't look like he's got it.
No, I don't think he's got it. There's Iona. There's an Annex. I'm giving pretty good odds right now that Colin goes to check his sideboard. Oh!
Okay.
That's a card. I mean, the problem is he just taps Mother of Runes Pro Black, Mother of Runes Pro White, swing. See, that would have been another really good card. Massacre Worm.
Oh.
That would have been lethal if he had the Massacre Worm and then drew a reanimation spell. It can't be Reanimate. I have a feeling that is not a reanimation spell. Massacre Worm would have been brutal. Lose 8 life. 5. Is Massacre Worm in your cube?
Yeah.
Good. Who doesn't like Massacre Worm?
People that you cast it against.
Good point. You haven't ever podded into it as well. 1 mana.
No.
Massacre Worm. Oh! He actually got there. Colin is unfortunately still dead as long as Patrick sees it.
He will.
Yeah, I mean, he should see this. That's not how that card works.
No, it gets attached to it.
It does have the second best card type of all time. Because it
Those are zombie dice.
Yeah, and yeah.
You have to get the enchantment on the card.
Yeah. Well, it enchants a dead creature, and then the moment it stops getting that type, it gains weirdness. So, okay. Yeah, port the door.
He's not cracking it, is he? So.
No, he's not going to go to 2. He's still dead at 3, so... There's rest in peace. But, honestly, it's not that. You just give one of your guys Pro White, Pro Black.
Hello, Brendan.
Hey, dude. And this, and swing for 3. Ways Patrick can punt. Pro White first. I nearly said when I was going over that line, he taps his Mother of Runes, says Pro White, and then taps the other one and says Pro Black. Oh, wait, no.
Too late.
Yeah, other way around. This is the way we should be doing this. Cool.
Are you going to go grab them?
I will go grab them if you're alright to speak with them.
Yeah.
So we'll stop that. And I will bring them through.
So is the Brendan in the chat the Brendan that was playing?
I believe so. Gaining an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
Competitive integrity is being breached.
All of the infos.
He's like, Right, I will go get them,
Cool.
and we can talk about, well, go over the unluckiness of that happening. It was very unlucky that, chance without expo time.
I thought Colin was going to get there. I thought he was going to win. Made me very sad. Ways Patrick can punt. Pro white first. This is a true thing. I can't get over this whole dad thing. Never heard it before. Commentator bias bad, Stephen. I'm sorry. God, I like both of them. I'd like them both to win, but that's not something that's possible. Everyone loves Colin. He's a legend. So I'm not sure how many rounds we're going to get tonight. If there's only 9 players, they may stop at 3, but we may get just a bonus round for fun. But we'll keep on going as long as we can. You would give him +4/+4. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure who Princess Lily Chan is. It's very confusing with all the chat names. Because I'm sure I know half of you in real life, but can't quite piece it together. Right, so I can get that sorted out for next time. So any of you guys in the chat, do any of you play Legacy? What kind of decks do you play? What ones do you enjoy? And maybe we can see if one of the guys we get paired up with, we can get on the table for you. If there's any preferences, just chuck it in the chat. Obviously, if there's just no preference and you're just happy to see anything, that's great too. You just want dad cam. Excellent. Unfortunately, Kieran's not playing, which is a real shame. He's got a prior engagement tonight, so he couldn't make it. But yes, he is great with Enchantress, and it is a fun.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's all right.
You've just been talking to
I'm doing my best to kill the.
Hello.
This is Patrick.
This is the unluckiest reanimator player in the world.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll scooch over here.
Yeah. Mind the can, they are open.
They are indeed.
Because they are near George. And
where should we sit so
you
we're on view?
So, what happened, guys? What happened with all the bad luck?
Oh, I used it up all up earlier on in an earlier game, and I was reanimating on turn 1 on it,
So it's got to balance itself.
Earlier on, I got the multi-5 and reanimated on turn 1 still, with a lockbeat, with a lockdown, with an owner against a mono white deck. And today, you just saw what happened.
We saw a lot of chances with the annex.
Yeah.
I thought it was toast.
I thought you were dead in game 2.
In game 2?
Yeah.
How was that?
I just felt like Colin was going to get there.
Yeah. I needed a little bit more gas, another action that I didn't get.
I don't know how well you could see my hand, but the turn after he reanimates Chancellor, I draw Fairy McCall.
Yes, we saw that.
And I was like, where were you? Just like 1 turn ago.
It did good work against Tidespout Torrent, because we couldn't quite see what the blue card was.
Oh, could you not put a glare?
Yeah.
Just, you can only see so many pixels, and sometimes it's a bit of a tricky one.
Well, that is probably one of the better cards to bring. Like, I think Elish, Norn and Iona are the 2 best reanimation targets against D&T, but I think probably the third one is Tidespout Torrent, because all of my disruption is permanent based.
Yeah.
So like things like Pithing Needle, like obviously there's Rest in Peace, but you're not obviously reanimating under that. You've got things like what's it called? The 3/1 Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Yeah.
You've got Ethers Canonist. So just being able to bounce them is like, oh, I'm going to play a Lotus Petal, bounce that.
Yeah.
Like, you're progressing your game plan, but also just really
annihilating
hurt.
there.
Really
Yeah,
hurt
it's one of
mindset.
those games, wasn't it? I mean, if we played it another 10 times, it would never play it like that again. That
Yeah.
wouldn't be bad as that.
The deck is really explosive.
Yeah, when it does its thing, it's
Yeah, just
fantastic.
nuts.
I mean, you know, I've switched to it over the blue-black variation,
Yeah.
because it is more explosive. Tonight I experimented with the collective brutalities over the unmasks, which we'll see how
I
that
was
goes.
surprised to see that main deck. Actually,
Yeah.
it's like I wasn't expecting it, and I wasn't playing around it in any way because I was expecting it maybe out of the board.
Yeah. Burn heavy mate often up here, isn't it? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
that's
so
true,
I
actually.
tend to think that
You've got like
think
at
of
least
that.
2 or 3 burn players, I think. Here.
We do have a question for you,
Oh, cool.
Patrick. What's the better artifact, Aetherval or Pyromancer's goggles?
Ether bar, I'm not close.
I think there's a slight play on words.
Yeah,
going
well,
on
there's
there.
a kappa there, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think who that might actually be, because I am also known as Goblin Electromancer. That's another one amongst my friends.
And yes, we do have some players going to the Legacy event at Nationals this weekend.
Oh yes, myself included.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. That's why I've got D&T with me today.
Yeah. Patrick and Todd, I believe.
I was Todd playing Death and Taxes as well.
That's why I've lent him some pieces, so he
Right,
so
okay, I thought
the
he was playing
chops, the
Infect.
forces, and the
Yeah, so he's playing Infect, right?
yeah,
He's going with this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be great fun. I'm really
Yeah,
looking forward
I
to
can't
that.
make it, unfortunately. I've been working so hard over the summer months and, you know, run a pub business and on the Broads. I've hardly picked a Magic deck up for 2 months, so...
no, we haven't seen
you
it
know,
at all, Colin. It's not
No,
good
so
enough.
you know, yeah.
Need more Colin time.
Yeah, I need to practice my luck a bit more, I think. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, you can't practice.
You need to practice
It's
being
the
lucky.
things.
That's the key.
Yeah.
I had a great time. It's nice to be back, guys. Really nice to be back, like, you know.
Yeah, it clashes with my wedding anniversary and
Yeah,
the tech
that-
conference I'm going to, so
that
it's
is
kind of like
A bit
I've
unfortunate.
got to pass
isn't
on
it?
the tech conference because it's only in Cambridge, but
Yeah.
it's like I can't really go away and leave my young lady.
Not really. Not on your wedding anniversary.
Nope.
But it's great to see Legacy building up in the store.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
Yeah,
too,
man.
man.
we encourage everybody to come along. Hopefully, it'd be nice to think that at some point in the future the store can put on a
A sanctioned event.
sanctioned
Yeah,
event.
that'd be great.
That'd be lovely.
We're close, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're close.
we are
Yeah.
realistically close. I feel.
You know, maybe the end of the year, definitely the end of next year. I think.
Yeah, I think we could
2018. I think
Probably
we
pull
can
that off.
definitely put one on.
That's not that ambitious. There are stores all over the UK that are doing it.
Yeah.
So why can't we?
Yeah.
I think we've definitely got the players for it.
And we've got some, people that are happy to lend cards
That's
and
right.
things. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll do
Yeah,
all we
always
can.
letting somebody
keep it
burn.
growing.
You know,
Yeah. Well, there's that new mono red storm deck that looks pretty cool, and that's
Yeah, we've had some people asking questions about that.
pretty
It's just
affordable
like-
too.
It's not really my thing.
Yeah. Well, no, because you don't like fast combos because they
Yeah.
kind of.
Our mutual friend
Merit
Sam
range.
Wiley switched from the regular Storm to
Yeah.
the mono red version.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
he's
and it
really
looks
enjoying it.
looks
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Like you lose some of the explosiveness, I think. You lose the ability to force through your combo like you have with blue black,
Yeah.
but you have got like the toolbox with Burning Wish.
Yeah.
So if you've got someone who's playing, like for instance, Death and Taxes, if they have got like taxing effects and maybe even main deck Aethers from Canonist, sometimes some people play that. You can then Burning Wish to go get like as a pyroclasm that you can pitch a card to. I can't remember what it's called. But there's lots of just like toolbox answers. So I like the deck.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. It's not
Affordable
like tier 1,
and-
but yeah, it's
So
absolutely.
for Legacy, it's a real entry level deck, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's really effective.
So there you go, ladies and gents. You heard it here first from Athena Games.
Yeah.
Come,
So,
yeah.
You are on Mono Red Storm. This is what we can expect to see you play next time, is that?
Dad on Mono Red Storm. I can imagine. I know who that is. I have a sneaking suspicion. It's young Mr. Winfield, who's gone off to university. I think this weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I hope he does well. I
Yeah.
hope he enjoys himself.
Yeah.
he's
He
been,
was telling me he's built.
it's actually been
Dredge.
working for me all summer as well.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Legacy Dredge.
Yeah, he's built Legacy Dredge.
Yeah.
I think I had a few games against him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good deck.
Dredges. Yeah. Is it good against you?
Well, I can kind of kill it a little bit with the Computation Paducah Bog.
You've got main deck Paducah Bog.
Oh hell yeah! Especially here because there's some dredge people.
Yeah.
I've been
And
a bit of a
reanimating.
scumbag.
Yeah, people who play
Reanimating
graveyard
people.
spells.
Yeah, I do. I normally have a list that I would take to a tournament with a sideboard. I would take to a tournament.
Right.
But I started to decide actually no, I want to actually target the meta that we have here. So
Yeah.
I've got a few things in there that for like some of the show and tell guys we've got running around. So I've got a cheeky Sandworm Convergence hanging out in the sideboard just to get them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Stop those flies coming in and ruining my life. But yeah, some of it's for fun, some of it's for... I'm still playing with the Heaven and Earth as a combined sweeper thing.
Okay. Let me know how you get on with that. I'm curious.
it's not. It's one of those things like whenever the cards come out, it's kind of like, well, look through all the red and green things, especially if it's got an effect from the graveyard. Because I just want something that helps me battle against prelate a bit.
Yeah.
But I did use it to murder a guy's collection of 4/4 angels who'd entreated. So that was quite fun.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and then obviously you've got the aftermath side to sweep up his meddling mages that were naming punishing fire. So it was actually pretty sick.
Get wrecked.
On that one game. And
Okay.
I suspect that's the best it's ever going to
Right,
be.
okay.
But, in my mind it's kind of like, well, if I flip it over and prelate's on 2, it's a way I can deal with that problem by just pumping a lot of mana into it.
Alright.
And just getting around you.
Hello.
So parries are about.
I was going to say.
Okay, well done, Patrick.
We should
Revenge for last time.
let you go.
Indeed. Yeah, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.